Sorry to keep you waiting.
See, Noir? Even though you took your sweet old time to get here, I waited for you, as promised. But since you were so late, and I was bored, I ended up making a lot of noirs.
Ah! Why did you make so many? Why did you make these at all?
Whoa, that's a lot of big sisters. How do they look? They're so cute. Just like you, Noir, aren't they?
Cute? Keisha, who exactly are you?
You're right. There shouldn't be any secrets between us. I'll tell you. I am Keisha, Lestation's Gold Third.
You're the Gold Third of Lestation? Now that I think about it, you do look similar to the girl I fought that one time. Keisha, stop being ridiculous. You don't need to duel Uni. Let's just talk this through.
Sorry, can't do. This has already been decided.
Decided? Just hang on! Even if you win the duel, it's not like I just magically become yours.
Then what must I do to make you mine?
What must you do? Okay, seriously, stop. Oh, wait. I know. Keisha, battle me. If you win, then I'm all yours. Noir? What? You heard me. This is the only option right now. She's not gonna listen to anything else. But I think I can get through to her.
Okay, I get it, I guess. But Noir, can you just tell me one thing? Do you like Keisha?
Huh? Why this sudden question?
If you really like her, then tell her. Properly.
What do you mean?
Just do it! But try not to say things that sound like you ripped them from a stupid harem romance novel. And hurry!
Right.
Noir, are you serious about your proposal?
Completely. I can appreciate a challenge. I like people who are stronger than me, too.
I see. Then, if that's the case, I'm gonna give it my all.
Me too.
And welcome back to Neptunia VIIR, where today we're going to beat the ever-living shit out of Keisha to highlight that being a yandere is not okay. This boss fight's not too bad. This isn't the only time we're going to fight her as well, just as a forewarning, so that's probably why this fight isn't too bad. Even though you are fighting her alone, it is a very doable fight. And it's also the first time you get to hear properly the battle theme that plays every time you fight a member of the Gold Third, and it's a pretty cool fit. It's not my favourite theme by any stretch of the imagination, and to be honest I kind of forgot about it until I started playing this game again for the recording and I got to this point. But it is an alright theme. But Keisha's not too tough. The only thing you got to be wary of is the fact that when she attacks, it is a rapid fire gun. You are getting hit like 4 to 5 times per attack, as you saw there. But unlike with the scripted fight that you had to deal with back at the start of this act, she does nowhere near as much damage as she does per bullet, so you should be perfectly fine. In fact, you can outright damage race this and you will destroy Keisha before she can kill you. I wouldn't recommend it, because if she gets one special attack in at a bad timing you can still lose, but if she sticks to her only basic attacks, which there's a good chance she'll do, because the AI for the Gold Third's kinda weird. But I'll get into that more later on as we explore more of the Gold Third characters and fight them all, because it's probably a bit obvious how it's going to go, but yeah, we are going to meet more of the Gold Third as this goes on. All of them have the ability to use specials on you, and like an ultimate attack on you, but you can get them at like 1 HP, where they're the most likely to use it, and they'll still go like 6 or 7 turns in a row without using it. It's like, It's a bit weird how they're coded. Like, I feel like they should have made it so that at least one time in the fight you have to be hit by it. Like, once it crosses a certain threshold, their next turn has to be one special attack kind of thing, and then afterwards become a chance thing. But no, they don't do it like that way, so there's a good chance you'll never encounter Keisha's special attack. In fact, in the fights against her, I don't think she actually gets to use any of them in any of the fights, proving my point, even though I know she can. Also, if the kept you waiting her was an indicator enough, I mentioned it before, but the K stands for Konami. She is a walking, talking Konami reference. All of her voice lines are a reference to something, so if you pay attention closely, you can work them out.
I'll complete the mission. This is Keisha.
Oh, she does use her special, never mind. It's probably a different member of the Goldfeld I'm thinking of then that doesn't get to use the special, like, at all. Why throw the guns? And where's she getting the new ones if she threw that? Also, what's the fuck's to do with that miniature Metal Gear on her back? That's what it looks like, right? It looks like it's like a part of a Metal Gear is just strapped to her back. Which is probably the point with, you know, Konami, but still. God, I really don't remember getting hit by these specials. I'm watching back on the footage like, wait, this happened? Like, of course they had to have happened because I'm looking at it, but like, huh? Not that it does much damage. Like, you can see even with those specials, look at the health difference. Like, she's about a third of the way into her last HP, and I'm only now healing. And even then, let's see if I take 900 odd damage.
No matter who my opponent is, I'll mow them down.
Not bad.
Yeah, if I hadn't healed that turn, I think I would have been able to kill her. So yeah, you could probably get away with it. Because that would have been the killing turn. And so yeah, if I didn't heal, I would have won by now. It was just because I wanted to play it safe, because this is... I'm doing alright so far. I've yet to game over once in the recording for the Let's Play, and I know it's going to happen. There's going to be at least one time where I just get wrecked. Probably by the final boss of Act 2, which I won't spoil. Because that fight I usually game over on at least once or twice, but we'll see. Anyway, this fight's over, but we've got more cutscenes to do. This is going to be a very cutscene heavy part, so I'm going to have to try and squeeze in everything I can say when I can.
The battle's over, Keisha. I've won this time.
How can I lose? Even when I love Noir this much?
Love? What are you saying?
You're more kind and stronger than anyone I know. Not to mention you're cute and stylish and graceful. Ever since I met you in that park in Planetoon, I've been in love with you, Noir.
Keisha.
I want you to notice me. I want you to know me. But you don't even look at me.
That's not true. I've been looking.
That's a lie and you know it. You don't look at all. You're always too busy with uni. Even when you told me we'd be friends. Why have you betrayed me?
Friends? Oh, this is so damn ridiculous. I can't put up with this.
Noir!
Why did I become friends with a girl like this?
Jesus Christ, Noir, really?
Something so horrible.
Because all you wanted was a friendship that was convenient for you, right? Friends. Yeah, right, friends. Calling such a shallow relationship a friendship is almost laughable. Keisha, I seriously thought I could become a real friend to you.
A real friend?
Something more than just friends. I could have become a true close friend that laughs with you, cries with you, hell, even gets angry with you. If we were doing something wrong, we'd scold each other, fight, then make up. And I don't know if I'm just crazy, but that's why I'm still here right now. Won't you let me become your true friend?
Noir!
If you're having troubles, I'd help you get through them. We could get through it all together. If you're smiling, I want to be right there next to you, smiling with you. Keisha, you're... just... don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're replaceable.
An irreplaceable friend? I'm really your true friend, Noir?
I'm sorry, Keisha. I should have told you this sooner. But, you know, I'm embarrassed saying this kind of stuff. I couldn't bring myself to. If I would have just told you this, we wouldn't have had so much trouble.
Please, don't apologize. You're not at fault. I want to be a real friend to you as well. I want to always be with you too.
Me too, Keisha.
I'm sorry. I've caused so much trouble. And I've been so horrible to Uni.
It's okay, Keisha. It wasn't enough to make me hold a grudge. I get it.
Thank you, Uni.
Now that we've resolved this safely, let's head back to the station. There's a billion things I want to ask you.
Yes, I won't hide things from you anymore. Please ask me anything. We're real friends now.
Right. So we are.
Noir? If it's alright, please give me your hand.
Hand? Do you want me to hold it out? Why are you shaking it?
I wish to ask formally. Please, be my friend. My true, close friend.
Of course. Let's be close friends, Keisha.
Thank you so much.
Oh, also, please, try to get along with Uni. Do you hate Uni? Maybe because she takes me away from you?
I'm sorry. These feelings of wanting to possess you solely haven't left yet.
Well, you'll just have to get used to it. Uni is my sister and is very dear to me. I'd be happy if you both got along.
I'll work hard at it.
Is it something you have to work so hard on? Well, Uni likes you, so I feel like you two can get along all right.
Noir? There's one thing I'd like to confirm.
Confirm? What's up?
I confessed to you about how I loved you, but I haven't gotten a response yet.
What?
Noir, do you like me?
Well, that's...
I really, really love you!
I like you too, Keisha.
Really? Thank you so very much! I love you so much! Forever!
But I mean as close friends. Hey, are you listening?
Noir, my love, let's hurry back!
Right.
I'm so glad you love me too!
Did I choose the wrong option somehow? I feel like I've switched a flag.
And just like that, all the Nepex Noir shippers cried. I say that, but I doubt this is going to be made canon. I doubt Keisha and Noir is going to be kept. If they ever do a 5th game, I can imagine they'll drop it. But we've got more fun times with Mysterious Villain. It took some time for her to fall, and so she could at least entertain me for a bit longer. I suppose it's fine. In return, I'll have you entertain me. I know, for it has been the Order's long-awaited wish. We won't fall short of your expectations like that woman. Still, is that golden tower really the source of Keisha's power? How upsetting that you would doubt me. There's no mistake. That tower is the true source of the Golden Third's power. If you destroy its center, you can nullify Keisha's golden power. Do what you wish. I have no more business with her. That was our intention. If we can't use her, she's merely an obstacle. We'll get rid of her along with that troublesome CPU. Not that I care, but how? How will you do this? Even if you destroy the Golden Summit, isn't the burden too heavy for you all to carry? This does not concern you, but if you must know, we have something we've been preparing for many years for this day. Ooh. Noir and Uni, first there's something I'd like to tell you both. Tell us? You may already know, but you are being targeted by La Station's Basilicom. No, the Order has hijacked the Basilicom. That mercenary order, right? We met them when we snuck in last time. Well, then I'll get to the point. I used to be a member of that order. You did? I get it. That's why your personality changed so drastically during battle. More accurately, it changes when I hold a weapon. I've been trained my whole life by the Order to become an expert soldier. At first, I never held any doubts. I only executed the missions given to me. But every time I saw normal girls doing my missions, I started questioning myself and longed for normal lives like theirs. It was around that time that the Basilicum completely decimated the Order. That's why I decided to use this opportunity to be reborn as a normal girl, and I enrolled myself into the city's school. But one day I obtained this golden power and became one of the Gold Third. At first it was merely an impulse. I figured since we'd obtained these powers, why not try fighting the CPUs? I see, so that's how it connects to that intrusion. Yeah, but we ended up winning, and as a result the world suddenly turned strange that day. It was as if the CPUs never existed, like we'd always been ruling over the nations. But I don't have the strength to rule a nation. I feared losing my normalcy of the life I made, so I left national affairs to the Basilicum. But that was a bad idea. The remains of the Order snaked their way in, found me, and asked me to assassinate Noir. Assassinate? Yeah, but I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. Whenever I looked down the scope, my Mark's face was blurred into nothing, but I could never unsee Noir's face. I couldn't kill you. I see. Thank you for telling us, Keisha. No, I apologise for keeping it a secret. I was so scared of you hating me if you ever found out. I couldn't hate you for something so out of your control. Or do you consider our friendship to be something so fragile? Noir. Since my assassination failed, they'll most likely be moving on to their next hand. Next hand? Like the entire Order coming to this room to control it? No, that's not likely. Even if they were to band together, they wouldn't stand up to me. Even more so with my golden power. I didn't know you were that strong, Keisha. It's very ironic. Even though I was raised to be an elite soldier by the Order, they cannot control me. The next step will likely be figuring out the way to nullify my power. Is there a way to nullify you? From what I gathered in our conversation, you pretty much have guard mode turned on 24/7. Yeah, I know. There's not much that can be done to quell my physical strength, but my special powers come from the Golden Summit. Oh. I see. So then their target would become the Golden Summit. Let's hurry and get ready. Now that we know their objective, we can get there first and ambush them. Okay. Then I'll go as well. You can't, Keisha. You don't have to fight any longer. This is why you left the Order, isn't it? But... You want to live like a normal girl, right? Then you shouldn't pick up a gun anymore. Just leave this to us. Don't you know already? We're pretty damn strong. But still... As a friend, I'm telling you that we're going to lend a hand. You should go ahead and rely on us right now. We're friends. Then let me watch to the end. If you're saying you'll defeat that woman of the Order, can I at least do that? I guess there's no helping it. Sure, Keisha. Let's go together. So we're climbing up the Golden Summit again. Thankfully, if you're around level 40, you are strong enough to take on the final boss of Noir's episode. So I wrap up getting rid of all the quests, making sure everything's done. And you're going to see we're going to get a buck ton of money out of this. So if you haven't already brought the skills you want for Uni in Noir, do so now. Yeah, so we're level 45 and 42. Like, as long as you're around level 40 or beyond level 40, the final boss of this episode can be done. I just so want Infinite Slash at the bottom there. But that's so far away yet. I think it's like level 50 we need to be for it. Oh no, I wasn't too far away. Anyway, I get XMB Empress, which any encounter I get to, I just use that because it just kills all of them so goddamn quick. Also worth mentioning, any money you don't spend won't be lost, it just won't transfer over to another story. Every character's own story will start with just the starting 1,000 credits. It's only once you've done all 4 stories and everyone will band together later on that you get everyone's collective money brought together. So if someone ends up being super rich and someone else ends up, well, not, don't worry too much, because when they meet up you can then use their earnings to boost the characters you want. Also, you're reaching a point now where you should really be starting to get some elemental attacks in, like I'm doing now with Hot Edge and Thunder Edge. They are worth having because then you can exploit elemental weaknesses a lot easier than you could at the start. Because in the earlier games they did counter this by actually giving you elemental spells, but the only character that really has it in this game isn't available to us yet. So you got to try and make the most of what you can, and having elemental attacks is just what you're going to get. Also, as you can tell, yeah, there's a lot of points from doing challenges that I forgot to spend, so let's do a bit of a a parameter boost and get things up a bit. Now you'll notice, despite the fact I'm boosting stats that are involving accuracy, my accuracy is not going up. That's kind of what I was getting to at another point when I was saying about how if you boost a stat too much or don't boost certain stats in certain ways, it will negatively affect them instead. It is getting those stat boosts, but because I'm boosting something else, accuracy is getting a little bit of a drop off instead. Also, the scouts, you notice one of them said they picked up a hidden treasure. They didn't pick it up, they highlighted it. It is something worth mentioning that if you unlock the ability to get a hidden treasure, going and getting it will then allow you to unlock some stuff much later on from them. You need to get the hidden treasure before you can access their optional bosses that are tied at the end. Keisha, this is as far as you can go. We don't know what's up ahead. Uni and I will continue and take on whatever's up there. Okay, I did promise you after all. Thank you, Keisha. Knowing you'll be waiting for me to return gives me the strength to try even harder to stay alive. Oh, Noir. Wait for me, Keisha. I promise I'll come back for you. I understand. I'll wait for you. And here we are again. We got to race through this dungeon for a second time. But now we're racing through it and skipping the enemies. It's gonna be made aware that this dungeon is actually pretty short. Like I said, like I said last part, they're kind of weird with Noir's one because Noir's is by far the shortest of the bunch. And it's just because of this second floor. Also, I ran out of sprint there, and it ends up being one that ends up giving Uni a level up, so it ends up just working out. We left Keisha there, but will she be okay? You know what? Don't you think you're being a little bit too overprotective of Keisha? Am I? I think it's normal to worry about your friends, especially one like her. Are you feeling sympathetic from hearing about her being raised all alone? What? Do you think I can sympathize with being alone or something? I just can't leave her alone. She's reckless even when she's meek. And she's fragile, like she'll break any minute. I don't really get what you said, but you do feel like you need to protect her. That might be it. In that sense, I guess I can be overprotective. God, I only just noticed I never got Uni out of that bloody maid costume. Oh well, I guess we're going to finish the episode with her never leaving that bloody maid costume. And Metal Gear!
What is that robot?
So, CPUs, you've come to get in the way.
We met you at the Basilicom! Looks like Keisha's intuition was spot on.
I thought she'd lost her edge, but her instincts are as sharp as they were when she was in the Order. She should have waited patiently for death.
Just as suspected, you're planning on destroying this tower with that robot! We won't let you! Even if you take out Keisha, we'll stop you!
How foolish. The position you all are in doesn't warrant this excess of confidence. This was created some time ago to destroy you. To destroy any and all CPUs. Consider it an anti-CPU mobile weapon.
It may be an anti-CPU or some nonsense, but you're sorely mistaken if you think some machine could defeat us. Let's go, Uni! Right! You can sit back and watch as we turn that robot into a pile of scrap metal.
Transformation complete. I won't let you kill my sister or Keisha.
Starting off the final boss cycle for the Noir's episode of Act 2, we got Metal Gear here, the foot takedown. And to be fair, this fight can be a bit of a bastard if you're not prepared for it. Let's say if you are around level 40 or above, you are going to have a bit of an easier time with it, but if you're not prepared, it might still catch you off guard. But first I'm going to use Where Are You Looking, which is a nerf onto the boss, which is great use to use. But it used to have a different name, which is oddly enough. It used to be called Charlie Horse. And then they changed it to Where Are You Looking, which I was a bit like, eh?
I got hit?
But the main issue with this boss is that it uses the same convention of attack as Keisha did, which is not doing much damage but hitting a lot of times. It's just the number of each hit that connects is significantly higher than what you got with the fight against Keisha, which is what makes it a threat. On top of that, if you're not breaking the shield and arm cannon, which I'm going to start working on hopefully soon, you're going to really feel that defense boost. You're going to really struggle to notice any real damage being done here. I say that, I think, yeah, this breaks a headpiece, I believe. Do I check? Nope, okay. I'm feeling confident today, apparently, so I use a full slash. as well. Full slash is helpful because it does hit every side, so you have a chance of breaking multiple pieces if they have a lot. Not that it ends up mattering, because now both of its main pieces are broken, so now we can actually start attacking it and dealing damage, because its defense isn't going to be so ridiculously high.
I got hit?
Ow, fuck, it just fucking kicked her.
EX Multi-Blaster!
Also worth mentioning that this boss, I believe, can be paralysed. It's just its resistance to it is significantly higher, so unless you're a good level, you're not going to notice it as easily. Also, you saw there I went for counter venom instead of defense. So, if Uni is hit with a physical attack,
Good timing.
she will bounce back and immediately counter with a venom shot instead of taking the damage.
Enemy I can't
And you can see I'm desperately want to show off the counters because I have yet to. And I don't think I get to, if I remember rightly. I don't think I get the opportunity to show it off at this fight because it ends up only using magic attacks or attacking the one person who isn't countering. Because it costs 2 ability points and Uni didn't have those spare, so now she's in normal defense. And now it's going to attack Uni. And then when next time Uni gets it up and Noir doesn't, it will attack Noir. It's a bit... I think it was more unfortunate luck than anything else, but still. At this point, this is where I connect. Look, so yeah, you see the bar went up quite significantly. It can be paralysed. So at this point I was like, ooh. Because although it's not as powerful as the last boss fight that was weak to paralysis, if you can get it off, this boss is still missing turns. So it is absolutely worth getting it off. And because, you know, it's a starting ability for Uni, there's really no real excuse to not be. I think I just wanted the extra challenge. That's probably why I'm deciding to attack instead of go for the paralysed shot again, but... whatever. I mean, it's not like Uni's at full SP, so I've got enough to spare. Because remember, you do regenerate SP per turn.
I got hit?
And how much you regenerate is dependent on,
Disappear to the left!
well, your level, really. I believe it's percentage based on how much of your SP actually comes back. But it does seem more level focused than number focused. Like, because I've had people on the same amount of SP but have a level difference, and one seems to just get more back. I'm not 100% certain on the actual values of them, how it works when it comes back. You just get around about a set percentage. But it might be slightly more or slightly different, I think maybe affected by level. I know I'm being incredibly vague here, but it's just because this game's not that clear about how it determines it. And if I can give you guys at least the best idea of what it is, then I'll go with it. But now the Metal Gear has been paralysed, we can relax for a few turns until the paralysis wears off and proper go to town on it.
I never miss. I'll bring you down.
And this is where I'm like, oh, maybe I can poison it as well. No, you can't. It is immune to poison. You can get the paralysis off, but poison is not happening.
I never miss.
But of the fights of this end piece, because there is going to be another fight after this, there's this one part of Noir's episode's final boss. It's just not the whole thing. I'd say that's the harder fight, and we've already defeated it. So the episode Noir as a whole isn't the most difficult. The one that is the most difficult is going to be the last one we do, actually.
For a weapon that's supposed to be anti-CPU, it was all bark and no bite.
Now you're all that's left. Throw away your weapon and surrender quietly.
I've never appreciated your personality more than now, Blackheart. And press.
Noir, cover your mouth! Don't breathe in that mist!
Foolish! You cannot escape. It's useless for you to close your mouth. Your body will absorb it from the air.
Then, at least Noir! I'm losing strength.
Uni! What have you done to Uni? What is this gas?
Didn't I say? This is an anti-CPU weapon. We've been putting all of our efforts into this virus to crush you. It's a shame you were unable to neutralize it, or the Order. But don't worry, you'll meet your end soon enough. Our weapon won't move, but we've still manufactured plenty of the virus. Watch from the afterlife as game industry sinks into the depths of delusions. You.
Target silenced. That was just a tranquilizer, by the way. We can't have you dead just yet.
Keisha! It's an emergency! Uni is...
Please, calm down, Noir, and tell me exactly what happened. I came because I heard a loud noise, but to think this is what happened. Noir,
Don't speak! Please! I'm taking you to the hospital right away!
It might be too late for me.
You idiot! Don't even talk like that! I'm not letting you die!
It's pointless. I know myself better than anyone.
Uni, no! Please, Uni, don't give up now! I'll do something! We'll manage something! Keep your eyes open, stay with me, Uni!
Noir, it's okay.
It's not okay at all! Why are you giving up, you idiot?
I'm a CPU candidate. It's not like this was never expected. It's a part of our job. I'm at peace with it.
Uni!
But I'm scared. Why? I'm so scared. I don't want to die.
Uni! Uni!
This isn't right. I can't let it end like this. If what that woman was saying is true, Uni might still have a chance. I can save her.
Save her, huh? You think you can save a life? The life of someone who was raised as a soldier and has blood on her hands?
I was raised by the order to defeat the CPUs. From the moment the virus was completed years ago, I've carried it within me. If we use my blood that's hosted the virus for so long, I can synthesize a serum.
But are you okay with that, truly? If you do this, Uni will, unfortunately, be saved.
That's a horrible way to put it. This is someone's life we're talking about.
If Uni disappeared now, what do you think could happen? You know, you'd have Noir all to yourself. No distractions.
But that's not...
And this was an accident. If Uni doesn't survive, that death is not on you. Just pretend to treat her wounds. Even if Uni dies, Noir will see you as the brave, dear friend who was devoted to saving her sister. And you will have been there to stand beside her as her sister passes. She'll be certain to hold a special place for you in her heart.
But even then, I have no desire to see Noir look so sad.
I see. Then I am truly disappointed in you. If you do go through with this, I hope you will not regret saving her.
Uni, please hold on for 5 minutes. Keisha, what are you... I'm going to create a serum using my blood.
What are you talking about? Please explain!
There's no time now. I'll explain later. Noir, do your best to keep Uni awake. Don't let her fall asleep, or we might lose her for good.
Okay!
I will save you, Uni. Just hold on. I've administered the serum. Her condition should subside once some time passes.
Uni!
Noir,
How are you feeling? Does it hurt anywhere?
My head's still fuzzy, but I think I'm okay.
Oh, thank goodness! Uni, I was so worried.
I'm sorry, Noir.
Thank goodness. Really?
Okay, stop crying already. It hurts when you hug my neck like that.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm just so happy. I'm not gonna let go of you ever again. I'll always stay right here by your side.
You're blowing things out of proportion. But I'm happy to hear you say that.
I'm so glad Uni is safe.
Yes. And in exchange, you're alone again.
You again! Leave me alone!
Noir isn't looking your way, despite the grand gesture you've shown to her sister.
That's because Uni was safe. saved, so of course she'd want to spend some time with Uni.
What if that lasts forever?
Forever? Looking at Uni?
She almost died. Noir will treasure her even more. Your hopes of becoming closer to Noir are dying as Uni remains living.
Then, what will happen to me? Where will I belong?
You never had a place where you belonged. Now, and forever, you will remain alone. All because you decided to save Uni.
Because Uni survived. Why did I save her?
I like you, Keisha. Although you're the ultimate soldier, your heart is comically weak.
No, no! It was a good thing that I saved Uni, or else Noir would have been sad.
Keisha? What's wrong?
Oh, Noir! Noir!
I'm right here, Keisha. I'm right here, so calm down.
Noir, help me! All of this animosity is overflowing. I can't hold back anymore.
Noir wants to help Uni. Noir wants to be with Uni. Not you, Keisha.
You won't try to save me, Noir?
What? What are you saying? Of course I...
Why won't you say that you'll stay here by my side? You said it to Uni.
Calm down. Listen to what I'm saying.
No! Noir promised that she would always be my friend. She said she'd stay with me. I won't be thrown away by anyone. Noir would never throw me away. No, but if she found something more important, she might throw me away.
I would never throw you away. Don't even say that. You're a human, not an object.
I'm a weapon. I was made to be used. I'm no different than an object. No, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. Don't leave me. I'll fight. I promise. I'll kill people. I'll do whatever you want me to. Please, just don't throw me away.
What's going on?
Maybe she's having some kind of psychotic break and dealing with her past issues head on. She must feel so confused.
That's right! If I kill Uni, Noir will look at me! As the enemy who killed Uni, she'll be watching and looking for me forever! Forever and ever 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 and ever. And ever 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 and ever. And ever 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 and ever. She's terrifying. To believe the answer's been there the whole time.
Uni, are you able to move?
Yeah, I feel okay, so...
Good. Let's beat some sense into her.
What? Is there seriously no alternative? Is it even a good idea to knock around that screwy brain of hers when she's like this?
She asked me to save her, and that's what I'm going to do. If she can't talk to us, then we'll just have to calm her down until she can.
That may be true, but what if push comes to shove and you have to hurt her? Will you be alright with that?
If something ends up happening to her, I'll take care of her for the rest of my life.
What? You're kidding. She's nuts, Noir.
Uni, that girl just saved you. Say what you want, but there's good in her still, so no, I'm not freaking kidding about this! Let's go!
Actual final boss time, it's round 2 with Keisha. And to be honest, I'm kind of curious as to how it could have gone different if they'd actually committed to killing off Uni there. Like, they really set that up, had made it an emotional moment, and then unwrote it. And like, obviously they weren't going to commit to it because Uni's such an established and loved character of the series. But I'm kind of curious as to how it would have gone if they had committed to it. Like, I think that really would have shook it up a little. Yeah. Especially with how powerful she was. Like,
Where are you looking?
with how much more powerful they've made her this game, like, you'd be forgiven if you at least for a second doubted and thought maybe they would kill her off. Because that usually tends to be the thing with games. If you have a character that's stupendously powerful, and then something happens that might kill them off, you're like, yeah, they're going. Because they're too strong. But no, Uni does survive this. Thankfully. It gets kind of unwritten pretty quickly. The whole Order subplot just kind of got defeated by Keisha shooting a tranquilizer. That was it. Like, oh, here's my blood, here's the tranquilizer, I'm the answer to your problems, goodbye. And now we have to beat up Keisha again. Because that weird voice in her head just will not leave her alone. I like how they had to make the poor actress voice each and ever. Like, they didn't just make her say it and once and then repeat the voice clip. No, you can hear the actress getting tired throughout the whole voice clip. But she's also going and ever and at the end she's like and ever. This game's writing is something else, man. Anyway, this fight with Keisha, to believe it or not, it's not actually too different from the last one. She has a bit higher stats and she has a bit more health, but the fight idea is the same as last time. Just be wary that, well, her stats are higher, so if you haven't leveled at all, you are just fighting a harder version. Which I barely have. The only level I got was the one you saw, which was from Uni, from the accidental fight along the way here. So I'm pretty much at the same position I was in when we first fought her. And you're still going to notice it's not that... Like I said, Noir's is probably one of the easiest episodes to go with. The hardest one is the one that I'm going to end up doing last. And not because it's the hardest, but just because it's the order I chose to do them in. It ended up being that the hardest one is going to be that one. And that one is only difficult because of the first dungeon. But I'll get to that when I get to that. Like, you've probably noticed that Noir had a dungeon she had to do alone. Everyone's going to get at least one dungeon they have to do alone. But the last character we're going to... Her first dungeon and the one that she has to do alone, surprisingly brutal. It's kind of like, what the fuck? But we'll get to that when we get to that. I don't want to spoil what order I'm doing them in. I want to kind of that to be a surprise for each one I go to. It's why I'm doing them in the order I did in my blind playthrough. So if you followed the review, if you watched my review from ages ago, you already know it. But if you haven't, then it can be a nice surprise, I suppose.
2 fights in a row is pretty rough.
I'm exhausted.
Huh? What was I?
You finally calmed down. Jeez, what a hassle.
Noir, Uni, you're both so battered. It's all my fault, isn't it?
What was that? What did you do?
I just destroyed the source of my power, the gold crystal. Lots of share power was flowing through the crystal directly into me. But because I had this power, I just became a pawn. I was used.
I didn't think such a secret existed in this tower.
Noir, I'm so sorry. There's no way I could still be your friend after all this. I won't get close to you. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll just make more trouble for you. So please, forget about me, Noir. It may take some time, but I'll forget as well.
Do you want to forget me? You caused trouble. You hurt me. Then you just want to forget me and pretend it never happened? You really are an idiot. This sort of thing is like a daily occurrence for us.
Daily occurrence? Something like this?
There's a dumbass out there who always brings trouble with her and has petty fights over games every other week. And on top of that, even though she's at fault, she never apologizes. It's the worst.
Gotta love Noir's relationship with Neptune.
You've apologized. You're already surpassing her as far as I'm concerned. So Keisha, don't keep saying stuff about not being friends anymore or wanting me to forget you. It's unnecessarily sad.
Sad? That can't be true. I was jealous, possessive, and I couldn't contain it. It made me so reckless in the end. How could you ever forgive me, let alone like me?
It's true, your jealousy was worrisome. but I'm sure it'll get better once you have more friends around you. It's no big deal, really.
What if I lose it again and hurt someone?
We'll cross that bridge if we ever get there. And I'll just punch you again to knock some sense back into you. I promised you, didn't I? If you were doing something wrong, I'd stop you, even if I had to beat you silly.
But then, it's alright for me to continue being your friend?
I might not look like it, but I'm actually pretty clingy. Don't think you can just stop being my friend so easily, okay?
Noir! Thank you!
Jeez, why are you crying? Come on, there's no point in hanging around here. Let's go home.
Yes!
Is this happily ever after?
And that's it. Any side quests you've yet to complete, go and do them now, because the moment you start the next story beat, the episode ends.
You really won't come with us, Keisha?
Yes, my feelings have calmed down. But I think it's best that I spend a little more time apart from you. Besides, as this nation's Gold Third, I have to stop the war that Lastation is attempting to start. Who knows what the remnants of the Order will do? Having lost a leader, I'm thinking of destroying them completely myself.
I see. Understood. We'll be traveling around the nearby cities fighting monsters, so come join us whenever you feel like it.
Yes, I would love to help Noir when the time is right. Please wait until then. Uni? When I meet up with you both again, will you become my friend?
Well, it looks like we'd have a lot to talk about now, so I wouldn't mind it at all.
Thank you!
You've made a good friend, Uni.
Yeah!
We'll be heading out now.
Alright, sounds good.
See you later!
Yes, you will. Sooner than you think. Noir, I will come see you. Please, stay safe out there.
Was that okay, Noir? Wouldn't it have been better to pinky swear or shake hands or something?
It's not necessary. We'll be seeing each other again soon after all. Right, Keisha?
Next time on Neptunia V2R, we'll be beginning the next story, but which one will it be? Well, you have to see next time. Take care now.